I was in my bed in Georgia. He was in his bed in Texas. And he literally called me and told me exactly what had just happened in my visualization in Georgia. Yeah, he literally felt it in Texas. So one time I was doing an experiential, a sexually experiential meditation. This form of meditation that I created, where whatever's happening in the meditation actually is happening within the quantum realm. We'll talk about that another time. But I was doing like a sexually experiential meditation with my then one of my SPs at the time. And it was this guy that I had been talking to off and on for years. And in it, you know what sexual is. So go through the whole process, guided meditation, all the things happen. We finish in the meditation, in the visualization slash meditation. And maybe 5 minutes later, my phone rings. Guess who's on my phone? Yes, said person. And I answer the phone and he's like, Step. I'm like, yeah. And he's like, something just weird just happened. So I'm like, what? And he's like, you will not believe. I'm laying here. It was early in the morning, guys. He was like, I'm laying here getting ready to get up and get ready for work. And it was almost like I was dreaming while awake. And it was almost like we were together. And so I'm like, well, tell me what happened. This man started describing exactly what was happening in the meditation. And I just kind of giggled about it. I never told him what was going on. And believe it or not, that's super common. That's super common. And that's why thought transmission and sending thoughts and saying things to your specific person or anybody that you want to like call into your life, or maybe they're in your life and you haven't talked to them, or you're together and you want them to say a certain thing to you. That's why that works, because the same power that made that work, like going into the quantum realm and having this vivid experiential experience, literally happens in the quantum realm. That's why they end up saying the exact same thing to you, having the exact same conversations with you that you had via thought transmission. It works. I have been using this not just in this way. Like, I thought this was like the coolest example of it happening, but I've done this for so many things in life. Like, sometimes I will literally be having a conversation with somebody and they're talking, and I will go into a quick mini meditative state and start hearing them say something else. And while we are talking, it completely changes. And that's why I created the Make 'em Big guided experiential meditation that I'm walking you through exactly how I did it, because it works. And again, it works for everything. It works with friends. It just, yeah, it works. I don't know. I don't know what to say other than it works. It's very cool. And honestly, I just like, excuse my language, but I like fucking with people sometime. And so for me that morning, I was just fucking with him. And yeah, it made me happy.